Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How you doing? How are you doing? This is the Luke Show. Let me bring y'all a little closer to me. Let me bring y'all a little closer to me. I need y'all to be a little closer to me. I need y'all to be right here with me. Yo, welcome to another edition of the Uncle Luke Show podcast, brought to you by Luke Records. Luke Records. Go to lukerecords.com and go get all of your merchandise. You can see it down there on the stroll. My name is Luther, Uncle Luke Campbell, and I'm here as your host. I know I missed Monday, so I don't need y'all telling me, Luke, you missed Monday. What happened to you Monday, Mr. Campbell? You know you're supposed to be on here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I understand that, but I am running a congressional race, and so therefore that takes me to different places. That takes me into the district where I have to talk to the people. Last night I was at Hopewell Church for a Senate forum. I went there, to show some love to my sister Angie. Make sure y'all go out there and support her. Go to a campaign and show her some love because I like her. I like her as a senator. But again, I went out there to show some love and talk to some voters and some people about, hey, my candidacy. And, I listed some things and it was interesting. I was mostly impressed by the kids that were working the event, the kids that were there, the kids that was up there speaking at this event, the kids who were holding up the cards. I just love to see when kids are involved in the political process, and kids are there showing love. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday. So I have an excuse. I don't know if Streeter has an excuse. Maybe he'll join us. I did send him a link. I sent D Love a link, and hopefully those guys will be able to join me. I know it's the spur of the moment and these things happen because, again, I'm running a race, and it is very important that I be out in the district, knocking on doors. Hey, look, if you see me come to your house and knock on the door, you open up the door. Don't be standing up there, put your clothes on, do your stuff and all that there, and come to the door. And let's talk about it because I think it's very important that candidates get to know the people who are voting for them and the people, if you see me come to your door, ask me some questions, man. Come there and talk to me about it. Hey, look, whatever the issues that you may have, I want to hear from you. I don't want to just knock on your door and because I'm bringing these beautiful flyers. You see this? Hey, you can actually keep this, man, and put it in a frame, and I'll come to your house and I'll sign it. And this is my platform on the back. As you can see, my platform is affordable housing, insurance reform, job creation, port expansion. That creates jobs. Protection of seniors and veterans, because I think that's very, very important. Small business growth, bringing money back into the district through capital gains and access to capital. Youth programs, I'm all about the youth. I'm all about the youth. I am about the youth. When you plant the seed and you see it grow, like when you plant the seed in Liberty City Optimist, along with my good friend Sam Johnson, we started that program over 35 years ago. And then you see the little seeds that you plant, whether it's Kalijah Cansey, then he become first round draft pick. You see Chad Johnson, who came out of our program. Yes, he did. And you see the beautiful things that he's doing, the gift of gab, and the smart. See, my guys who came out of our program, they're very smart and intelligent. Shouts out to Coach Lamb. Coach Lamb has been there in our program from day one, and Coach Lamb does a great job in the educational part of it. We have we got aftercare program, we have summer program, and our waiting list is normally about 200. So these are the things that we do with our youth program, and we give jobs on a year-round basis. But these are the things that we're going to enhance in Congressional District 20. So all those Lauder Hill Lakes and Pompano Cowboys and all you guys over there, Ely and all the high schools, BA, and you name it, I'm going, Dillard, you are my schools now. You're going to be able to get the resources that everybody else get and more because you down with me. You down with me. So we're going to bring this logo here. If we don't bring this in, we're going to bring that check. And, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we're going to bring those things. I'm going to come to talk to you guys on the park because the park is where the kids at. And I know that every kid is not going to college. Every kid is not going to be a Devontae Freeman, a Duke Johnson, or Carlton Davis, or Amari Cooper, or any of those guys who who I was a part of their life, but I do know you can be a Keon Hardeman, which would be one of the most powerful guys as a elected official. You can be a great pastor. You can be a great doctor. You can be a lawyer. You can be, you can go get a scholarship because we do have girls flag, and we're gonna bring all that to District 20. All my parks in District 20 and all the kids. Oh, we're gonna be straight. All my schools. I had a conversation with some of the guys who work at the New Hope Church last night. I was just there watching, but then I got to talk to some of the security guys, some of the deacons and things like that, and they were telling me some of the issues. How can we help Ely? Because Ely is right behind there. And I'm like, you got me. I'm the GOAT. I'm the plug. You feel me? So when I go into an area, I go in there and make sure I'm kids first. I'm just saying, my kids, my seniors, it's work hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So all these things that's on my platform, we're doing this right now. We can get it done. You know what I'm saying? It's expanding healthcare. I believe it should be free healthcare for all. You start there. You shoot for the moon. Okay, protect the Medicare, Medicaid, and all those things. Yes. Insurance reform. Yeah, people it's a hard time out here with the insurance in the state of Florida. Y'all don't know that? So that's my platform. Make sure if you want to join my platform, go to my campaign, go to www. It's right down there on the stroll, LutherCampbellForCongress.com. Go on over there, check me out. Hey man, leave a donation. I'm fighting a race against a Goliath. I'm fighting this lady got all the money in the world. This lady got $3 million in free class money. This lady got PAC money, $15 million. Y'all better go and put some money in this campaign because I'm gonna need to fight that. I'm gonna have to buy some ads, and I'm gonna have to buy some things. I'm gonna have to go buy some flyers, more of those flyers. I'm gonna have to buy some posters. This stuff costs. Running elections is not free, and I refuse to buy an election. I refuse to buy an election. I think the elections are designed for the people. Elections are designed for the people. $5, $10, whatever you can afford, that's a buy-in. If I put in $1 million, I'm buying an election. And people who put in that kind of money in the election, they get ready to steal because they're making an investment into a seat so that they can steal. That's all they're doing. So you see people, he put $2 million of his own money into the campaign, and the people didn't put nothing in there. They are going to find a way to get a return on their investment. Smart people don't invest in things and not look for a return on investment. Y'all see what's going on right now at the White House? Homeboy came in a millionaire. He leaving out that motherfucker a trillionaire and his family and everybody. You know what I'm saying? And all his homeboys who put him in. All them special interest groups, they are eating off of everybody who's looking at this podcast right now. They are eating. And that's unfortunately what happens in an election. Let me tell you this, people. If you're in Congressional District 20, I know you sick and tired of being sick and tired of this shit. You don't like the political process. You hate all the politicians because they all lied to you along the way. You're 35, 45 years and you saw nothing happen. Everything that got done in the community, you see you losing. Your community is being gentrified and everything like that. I understand. I was one of them people too. I fully understand. Upset. But that's why I'm the guy at the football game in the stands. You should do this, coach. You should do that, coach. You should run the ball. Throw the ball, coach. Well, I'm the guy that's in the stand that's sitting on this podcast like you, me, on Twitter, on social media, doing the complaining, going to the meetings and all. I'm the guy getting in the game. And I'm going in the game for you. I'm going in the game for you who did not vote in the last election. Because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have lost faith in the political process. I understand that. You have lost faith in the political process, so you don't even go exercise your right to vote. But you got a voter registration card. Your mom and daddy told you to go and vote and get this card, and they taught you and they took you there. But I know it ain't like it used to be before. It's not like it used to be before. When mom, dad, we put in somebody in office and they moved us from here to here and we got to here. It ain't like that no more. So we've been lied to, hoodwinked, bamboozled, told all these beautiful things because the special interest group guys put our black elected officials in race. They identified that we have an issue. They identified that in the black community, we don't fundraise well. We don't put money into our candidates' campaign. We don't give them the $5 or $10 and the things like that. And so they saw us as a target. Well, if they ain't putting no money into the campaign, if black folks ain't spending $5, $10, they ain't doing fundraisers, and we're doing it, us white people, then we can control the black community. Because I, as a white guy, I can go in and call my friends up and say, hey, developer man, we got an opportunity to run an entire black district and run an entire black game on the district. We can do some development there. You can get the contracts there. You can get the food, the contracts from the school board, the state, the federal. You can get some money. We got all this money that the federal government is going to be putting back into this community, and you will be the person to get it. So I need you to send me at least $100,000 to put in this pack, and I need you to max out in your whole company. And so therefore I need to raise $2 million because I got an old Uncle Tom ass Negro that's going to do exactly what we say do. And they put that money on that Uncle Tom ass Negro, and he does exactly what they say to do. And they pull him in the room, say, do you understand what you got to do, boss? They interview a couple of them. Do you understand? You going to do what we tell you to do? And you're going to go put on a real good show for the black folks at the church. You're going to go put on a real good show. We need you to sell it. As if you're going to do some great things. Hey, I'm going to do all these things for the black community. I'm going to bring jobs. I'm going to stop crime. I'm going to do all that. Meanwhile, I'm going to sell it to the person who put the money into my campaign. Okay. That's how politics work. That's how your community have been gentrified. That's why when you see the Starbucks come up in your neighborhood, you're like, oh, there go the neighborhood. You know how when they used to say, oh, black families just moved into the neighborhood. Oh, there go the neighborhood. You see the Starbucks coming in your neighborhood. Oh, there go the neighborhood. They coming. And it ain't Captain D. It ain't Captain D coming. It's Captain G. Captain G coming. Captain G coming. Captain G gentrification coming. Y'all better head for the hills, Gladys, or keep your property, because they coming. And if you own some property in the neighborhood, they are not going to let you. They're going to call up the compliance and everybody, and you ain't going to be able to build shit because you are not a part of the design moving forward. So this election that I'm running in, people, is very, very important because them people trying to finish the trifecta. They got Franco in Palm Beach County. They got Jared Moskowitz and part of Broward County on the water. Then they got old Debbie trying to get the rest of the Broward County, and they're gonna gentrify, run all the black people out of the district. That's why she ain't running in 22. 22 is the fucking Everglades. She ain't. So this is serious. If all you people who got them cards are sitting home, or if y'all get tricked and we can bamboozle and get, oh, I'm going to go vote for, they got 4 candidates. I know the old guy. He used to be my mayor. I'm going to vote for him. A sympathy vote for him because he was my mayor. I'm going to vote. Oh, I'm going to vote for the little boy. I like the little boy, but I don't like what they did to Sheila. So I'm going to vote for Sheila. That is what the lady is expecting. You will lose your district, and it'll be like Memphis. There was a time in Memphis, same situation. A white person ran in a race of a black person. They had several black candidates in there. They split the vote, and they never got control of that congressional district again in life. Look it up. So you see Memphis got all this crime. They got all these things going on in Memphis, and it's all that. It's because they got white representation. And when you know about gentrification, with white representation, or a black person that's put in by a white person who wants to gentrify the neighborhood, who wants to take over it and bring in the developers to redevelop the neighborhood, not for us, not by us. You know what happens? They allow the crime to run rampant. So if you own a house that Big Mama left you, and you sitting up there, they shooting and they ride through the streets, you look like you in a damn cops movie and all that, and they got cops running around there. You so scared. You coming out and your daughter coming, you walking the kids from the park, and they got these houses where they got these criminals living in. They're selling dope right here, selling. The community ain't the way it is when you grew up. Big Mama left you the house, and now you saying, oh, and then Julio Raimundo knocking on your door. I give you cash. I give you cash, my friend. I give you cash. And then you sell low. Because in order to sell low, they got to bring the value down. So crime brings the value down of property in the African-American community when the gentrifiers come, and when your elected official, who you call up, hey, Mr. Bob, I voted for you. Can you stop the crime? Can you have the police on the block? What are you doing? Can you call the police chief? I mean, what the hell? We need to stop this crime. And you go down to City Hall screaming and hollering, them motherfuckers ain't listening to you. Because it's all by design. They need crime to be running through the neighborhood. So the property value go down and you sell low, and they come in and buy it. All of a sudden, Starbucks come up. That's a Starbucks on the corner. All of a sudden, you see the bulldozer, the infrastructure bill that Joe Biden put in place from your congressman, and they're paving the streets. They got brand new lights. They got the trees being trimmed and shit. And then you look down the block, and if you stayed amongst all the bullshit, you see, oh shit, Julio Raimundo live across the street next to Torres. You see white people walking around with their kids and shit freely when they would never walk around no black neighborhood. Like, it's like, hold on, we have white people living here. You go to the park, all of a sudden they're walking through the park. It's like, do y'all know where y'all at? Yeah, we running shit now. Then you build affordable houses, and you go up into the house. We get some new buildings. We gonna have the pool. We got all these things. We got a school inside the affordable housing building. They came and sold us some good shit. They found one of our commissioners, and they say, yes, we want you guys in the community to get on board with this, because we're gonna build houses. We're gonna make parks. We're gonna beautify and all these things, and you'll be able to live in these beautiful houses and these beautiful condominiums and all these things. And the community get all like, yeah, this is what we want. We want this thing to be cleaned up. And when they clean it up and redevelop it, and the big developer comes in, you know what happens? It ain't developed for you. They develop it, they get you jacked up because your commissioner and your pastor came, yes, you know, Gladys. And then they see some agitators in the crowd. Hell no, I know what the hell y'all getting ready to do. Y'all getting ready to kick us out the community. So then they say, come on over. Hey, come on, come here, brother. Come here. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, brother. It's like you the king. Let me talk to you. This. We're gonna do the right thing. Matter of fact, we're going to put you on a committee, and you're going to work for the developers to make sure that the people get into the development, and they're going to pay you. They're going to put you on salary. Oh, really? Okay. And then you get put on salary, and you know what ends up happening? They just put a muzzle on your ass. Because you work for the man. You getting that money right now. You work for the man. You ain't finna ride the boat. You ain't finna be the agitator in the room. When they go in the room, everybody like, kumbaya, kumbaya, kumbaya. Yeah, we getting ready to get the building. So then they build a building, develop it. You go up there with your auntie and cousins and all the rest of them who's in this building for 100 years, all y'all life. And you're not going to think, okay, I come in here to fill out my application because I want to get my same spot over there in the corner where I can see over there and everything. Then they say, we need 5 years of your tax returns. We need 10 years of your this employee, the previous employee. We need references from all the employees that you work for. What the hell? In order to get back in there. So now you need all this stuff. And all of a sudden you go out there like, oh my God. Yeah, and if you so happily are able to get in there, then they get you by, oh, you left a bicycle right outside your door. You got to go. Oh, violation 2 times. You got to go. And then you go into, but meanwhile, you walking into the building, you seeing all these white people. Oh, we got white people here. Oh, how nice. Oh, we got Spanish people here. Oh, we got all these people here. Oh, we got, that's gentrification 101. That's why when you see my platform, affordable housing, built by us, for us, you will not be building no houses in Broward County on my watch by some Julio Ramundo developers. No, it'll be built by the people from Broward County. What you talking about, Willis? Built by the people, for the people. You will not be having no governmental housing deal done in conjunction with the city and the county where my people can get paperwork out. No, they're going to call my office and say, Mr. Campbell, they paperworking us out. You told us about it, but they ain't even going to have that done before because I'm going to tell them, I'm going to put down on them. Hey, look here, man, I need to see the paperwork that you are going to be asking the residents to provide in order to get back into these houses. We don't like him. We're going to make sure he don't get elected. That's why y'all better take your ass over there to my campaign, to my page, and whatever money you can put in there. Because what we're going to do is set the standards for America. We're going to set the standards for the world in congressional district. We're going to get all that government money and all them small businesses in our district. No, you're going to apply. If I had to go drag your ass down to the place and bring you the paperwork, no, you're gonna apply to help build your business. Because how you think them people have built their businesses? Like I see the photos of the people who run in this race going to the church. Did they ever have a conversation with the church that they have with the churches in their neighborhood where they're from? Mm-mm. Roman Catholic churches. The synagogues, Roman Catholic churches, synagogues. You need to ask yourself, why our churches don't have schools like their churches? Faith-based initiative. I ain't got that on my card, but I can't wait to talk to these pastors about that. I'm going to leave that alone because they're going to try to steal my ideal and run with it. You run around there putting $500 in the pot with the pastor and he letting you get up there and he losing his credibility in the community because people looking at him now as a sellout. It's on you, pastors. If y'all want to do that, this thing's real. This thing's serious. This race is serious. Either you with the people or you're not. And the people are showing people on a consistent basis, it ain't about you. They got some little judge lady had a stellar career. Stellar career. Even though she was a Republican most of her life, but she had a great career. She was a shining light of judges, black judges with a historic legacy. Her legacy got torn down last week because she kowtowed to this woman running in my race. Go to her Facebook page. She posted that picture of her talking about, I'm supporting her. And them people went on there. I love it. I love these people from Broward County. I love these people. Them people got on there and they drug her up and down 95, took her on Highway 27 and drug up and down 27, then took on the turnpike, and they still dragging her right now today. Shouts out to all the draggers. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I had to talk to y'all about politics in my election. I'm gonna go. Let me just let y'all know right now. I've been meeting with these candidates. I had a meeting yesterday. Everybody sitting in there. It's funny that when I go into these meetings, right, it's really, really funny. I go into meetings with, with all the other three candidates that's in this race in Congressional District 20. One guy, I'm not going to call his name, feels like, oh, we have no chance of winning. You have no chance of winning unless you guys consolidate. The math ain't mathing. This woman, white woman, is going to beat you all if you don't consolidate them. And I keep sitting there like this. So I don't come to that conclusion. The math ain't mapping. All y'all got to consolidate. So let's get all the black candidates together and we need to talk about it. And you got one black candidate like, I'm not getting out the race. This is my seat. I am not getting out the race. Then you got another one, a young guy say, this is my seat. I deserve it. My numbers show that the people love me in the community. And then you got another old guy. Well, I've been the mayor, and I've been the mayor for a very long time, and I think the people love me, and I think they want me to be the candidate. Now, mind you, all these people run all these races. They win, they lose, they win, they lose, and it's like, I'm sitting up in there, then they mad at each other, then they going after each other. You said this, and you said that, and you said this. And so, mind you, I'm the outsider. I'm sitting like, I got to wait till the fireworks stop in order for the conversation to have. Okay, so I'm sitting there like this. Just imagine me. I never ran for office. I don't have no beef with nobody. I love everybody. I love the young guy and the old guy. Okay, old guy. I like you too. I like the congresswoman. I like you too, Gladys. Okay, Gladys. I like everybody. I love everybody. I don't say nothing, me, my friend. I don't say anything about anybody. I love everybody. And then there's the people who orchestrate the meeting. Oh, you guys got to consolidate because the white woman is coming. She's going to beat all of you all because you're going to take from him, you're going to take from her, you're going to take from him, and she's going to get all the white people and all the Hispanic people, and they're going to vote for her. And you guys will not have a chance unless you go head to head with her because the vote is going to split. Now, a lot of that does make sense. And then it becomes a lot of pandering and pondering and people who you know, and they calling you from all over the place. You can do it like this, and you can do it like that, and this and that, and Luther. It's like, you sure you don't want to get out the race, Luther? And then they told me, Luther, you can go run for governor. Demings left, and you can run for governor. Really? And now we saw I play crazy. Oh, yeah, I could run for governor. Tell me how I'm going to do this. I'd be like sitting there, I'd be entertained and shit. Really, I'd be sitting there really being entertained, right? Because I like to hear people with the, really? How can I win? We'll get behind you. We'll all support you. Meanwhile, I'm looking at everybody in the room. I don't want none of you people to support me. I don't want none. Oh, God. Oh, God. We'll support you. We'll get behind you. We'll embrace you. We'll make some phone calls for you. Really? Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? Hey, so I'm sitting there. Oh, by the way, if you don't like the governor's thing, you can run in Palm Beach. You can go after Lord Franco. You have the numbers, Luther. And I'm like, hey, lady, didn't you just win Palm Beach in your last two elections? You represent Palm Beach too, now, Gladys. You represent Palm Beach, and you represent a large part of Broward County. Now you could move over to Palm Beach and finish off representing your people over there in Palm Beach also, because them people, why you, and you can still be the congresswoman for Palm Beach and from Broward. Won't you go over there and run and support your constituents there? Then they got all these people calling me up because one guy in the room, he trying to get the people to convince them to get me to go run over there in Palm Beach. I'm like, huh? Why am I going? Huh? Everybody is trying to get me out of Congressional District 20. Then they have all these so-called friends call up, Luke, you can run in 22. That Belgrade, Pahokee, and that's a little bit, oh, y'all want me to run in 20, so y'all want me to run in 22. I'm like, yeah, Tell me about it. How am I gonna do that? I'd be entertained. Only thing I don't have is my popcorn, because when I go to the movies, I have popcorn and my Raisinets, and I eat them together with a lot of butter on it. I don't have my popcorn. That's all I be missing. So I'm sitting, I can run in 22. So I could run for governor. Yeah. That means got out. You could run in 23. You could beat Louis Franco. Then they have people call me. It's like, but what about 20? People be by, yeah, well, this one have a machine, Luke. This one, he has a machine. You sure you want to, then they're coming, Luke. See, we got to consolidate. If you don't consolidate, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to win. Debbie is going to get all the white people to vote for her, and she's going to get all the Hispanics, the 20% white people and the 15% Hispanics, and that's her 30% that she's going to get, and they're going to beat you all. She's going to get some pastors and pay them off, and she's going to get a little bit of the black vote, and meanwhile, y'all going to split the vote, and y'all going to lose, and she's going to win because she's the only white person in the race. How about she being the only, and her and all the other elected officials being the only crooks in the race, in my opinion? And people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. How about that? How about people wanting a fresh, new ideal? They want me to get them people to race. They want me to give them the opportunity to run against. I'm the outsider. I am the agitator. I'm the real capital N. I'm the only person going to go up in here and do the right thing for the community and the kids in this community and the seniors. I'm the only person who's going to go up to Washington and bring the money back. Meanwhile, these people want jobs. A lot of your black elected officials want a job. They want to go around, I'm a congressman. Man, I go right now. I go right down to Detroit, Michigan, and do a concert at the Fox Theater and sell it out. If I want to be posted on stage with 10,000 people and all this is, yeah. We can leave from there and go to Charlotte. We go to Miami. I got 1,000 records. Really? But what I do that's different, I seek out situations that need to be fixed. I seek out situations where the silent majority is sick and tired of being sick and tired. Only way I'm going to win this race, only reason I'm getting in this race is for you who are sick and tired of the system, and you ain't voted in the last election. You ain't voted in the one before. You sat home and didn't vote for Kamala, or you didn't vote for Trump because you sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're sick and tired of these politicians selling you pipe dreams. You're sick and tired of them coming and saying they're going to bring jobs to the community. They're going to help the schools. They're going to help the kids. They're going to help the seniors. They're going to do all these different things, and they ain't doing a damn thing. I'm with you. I'm tired of the political process. I'm borderline ready to leave. Do you think I want to go vote? I don't be excited to vote. I went to vote for Kamala Harris. I was excited for her. I campaigned with her. I went on the road with her before Joe Biden made her his VP. That's why y'all see all the pictures and the videos of me and her together. It was just me and her and her staff. Because I believed in her. I believed in her message. I knew she was the underdog. And when she got out the race, it was at a fundraiser that we started here in Miami, in Wynwood. I got other pictures. I remember elected officials and people of this community, and people didn't show up, and they laughed at me. Look, Kamala Harris has no chance of winning. Oh, Joe Biden is out. I'm sorry, Luke. We with Joe, Luke. I'm sorry. I'm supporting that. And they became, I'm just here, Luke, to this event because I'm a real Joe Biden. Soon as Joe Biden, soon she didn't told me, hey, they asked me to be a VP. Don't say that. We got an event going on. Everybody laughing at me. And other people ain't showed up to the fundraiser. I'm like, oh. Soon as Joe Biden said Kamala Harris, you know what happened? All these, you know what I call them? All of a sudden they got pictures. Kamala Harris and me. Kamala Harris and me. Oh my God. Kamala Harris and me. And I'm sitting there looking at Facebook. Y'all the same people I called to come to the fundraiser. Y'all the same people I called when I was on the road in South Carolina with her. And y'all the same people I say, look, you need to support this sister. And all of a sudden, I'm like, where you came from? Sometime-ish. We motivated people to get out and vote. I know you're tired. I know you sat there right now. You sat there and say, man, I wish I'd have went and voted for Kamala Harris. Luke told me to vote for her. She told us everything that was going to happen. We didn't go out there and vote. And now we're dealing with we're paying the consequences of not going out to vote for her. Not saying, okay, well, we didn't vote for her. We didn't vote for him neither. But you're still paying the consequences because we said a no vote for her is a vote for him. A no vote in this election in Congressional District 20 is a no vote for Luke. You got a white woman going to win. If you sitting there thinking, oh, no, people in this district have to home in and say, who's the best person to do the job? I'm going to vote for that individual. There's no question about it. I'm the best person to do the job. If you waver and say, I'm going to do a sympathy vote for him, sympathy vote for him, sympathy vote for him, we still going to win. Because the people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, the people who got voter registration card, who didn't vote in none of the elections, I'm asking you. You can make the difference. If you sick and tired of being sick and tired, I'm coming out the bench. I'm one of y'all. I'm the agitator. I'm the upset black man. I'm the upset black man that's going up in there to do the work for all the other upset black men and women. So you can't complain. Can't complain. So you didn't vote. Oh, they don't expect you to vote in this election. They don't expect you to vote in the they don't expect you to vote special election. Oh, we got a certain amount of people who comes to vote for the special election. Then they say, oh yeah, you're only going to get 30% of the people because most people will come out in a presidential election. So in the special election, only 30% of people are going to come out. And then you have a whole demographic of people who don't vote, period. So you got to go look at the people who went and voted in the last special election, non-presidential election, and the presidential election, and then you got to identify those people. Then you got a certain amount of super voters and all these, and then we had a whole lot of black men that just didn't vote at all. And I know who they are. Y'all mad. I'm your candidate. I want to go. This is my dream. This is my dream. I don't give a damn who's in this election. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're listening to this podcast, I ain't having no more meetings with nobody talking about who gonna get in and who gonna get out, because you know what? I am going to Tallahassee tomorrow. I'm going to file my paperwork. I don't give a damn who stay in and who stay out, because I have the confidence of the people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired of the political process, of the gamesmanship, these old ass politicians who are in here taking advantage of them, letting their communities get gentrified. Meanwhile, while they're getting houses foreclosed on, while their rent is going up, while they got insurance issues, while kids are running around with no sight, with mental health issues, and nobody is doing nothing but waiting to sell our property off to the gentrifier. I'm your guy. Now, if you stay home and don't vote, that's on you. I'm going to be all right. I'm not running for another office in my life. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is the only office I'm running for right now. And when I win, I'm going to only be in there for 5 or 6 years, 6 years at the most. I'm not going to die in no seat like all these other congressmen and women. Oh, no, Poppy. I'm going to get a young guy or lady, and I'm going to bring them under my umbrella, take them with me to Washington, and get them prepared to take over this job. No different than when I grabbed the Devontae Freeman and we drive him to the park and, and pick him up from the projects and talk to him in the car like I talk to with my sons and all them. And like, you're great. You can do some great things. Coach, I'm not the biggest. I'm not the fastest. He's faster than me. He's taller than me. Look, hard work will win every time. And you plant the seeds in these young people, and then you look at the fruit of your labor. Carlton Davis, millionaire. Devontae Freeman, millionaire. Levante Davis, millionaire. Chad Johnson, millionaire. Keon Hardeman, big time guy in politics. All these people, you see them as little children in your program because you planted the seed. Duke Johnson, millionaire. All these, you see, kids call up, Coach, I just got married. I got a kid. Coach, I want to thank you for all the hard work that you put into me, man. Now I understand, man. I'm out here on the park. The guys who went back to the park volunteer, we got a whole bunch of more babies. It can happen. I'm living proof of planting seeds in young people's lives. Some of these people are like, oh, yeah, he has no experience. Experience in what? Stealing? Experience in doing community work. Who has more than me? Experience in small business. Really? I discovered Pitbull, planted a seed. Mr. Worldwide. Mr. Worldwide. I discovered Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy came out of prison. You know who he stayed with? Trick Daddy stayed with me in my condo when he fresh out of prison. Told him he had a gift, put him on his first record, the one y'all love so much. Cap D come, Scarred. That was Trick Daddy's first record. Did I know he was going to be Trick Daddy as we see him right now? Did I know Pitbull is going to be Pitbull as we see him right now? Did I know JT Money, Poison Clan was going? No, these were kids in the neighborhood going the wrong direction that I brought into my umbrella. Did I know Devontae Freeman was going to be great? Did we know Duke Johnson was going to be great? We just saw him flipping around the park. I thought he was going to be in the Olympics as a gymnastic. Did we know Carlton Davis was going to be great? I thought he was going to be a great track star. Did we know Amari Cooper was going to be great? I can go down the list. But do we know Levante Davis? He was too small. University of Miami didn't even take him. They took 7 guys from Miami Northwestern and left him for dead. He went to with his dad, Mr. Ed, on the park with us. He left and went to junior college because he believed in himself. Even with me going down to the University of Miami to Randy Shannon and say, Randy Shannon, this is the best one. And no, I got all the rest of these guys. Yeah, no. Trust me, I know football, Luke. I know my evaluation of Levante Davis getting ready, just retired. Made millions of dollars for him and his family and Mr. Ed and his wife, who grew up on my park. I'm just saying, who in this race have done these things? You think I'm not getting ready to? Look, I'm going to just plug into the great people of Broward County. They're already doing it. The boys at Lauderhill Lakes and Pompano Cowboys and the Chiefs and all that, and they're already doing it. But here I am, going to bring the rest of the resources to the public schools, to the programs, to the parks and all that. No, we finna get this thing jumping. They will not need for nothing. The kids of Congressional District, that's what I'm all about. I've proven. I ain't sitting up and talking. I'm going to run and I'm going to do this for the kids in the park. I'm going to start small businesses. I'm going to do this and you're going to be able to start a farm. No. House of Mac, Big Teach. House of Mac. Do you know he was a promotion man at Luke Records? He was in charge of promoting Pitbull music. Jeff Sanchez, you get ready to look at the NBA Finals right now. Go on the NBA website and look up a guy named Jeff Sanchez. He was working right next to Teach in the cubicle at Luke Records. I told him, y'all won't retire him. You will not retire at Luke Records. We don't have a retirement plan. The retirement plan that we have at Luke Records is to you to learn up under me, Luke School of Hard Knocks, and go on and be successful at whatever programs, the jobs that you create for yourself and the opportunities you create yourself. And that is what I'm on. So you think I'm sitting up here telling people about what I'm going to do? No, I've done it. Ain't nobody. It's easy. You plant the seed and you make it happen. So again, people, they say, you can't win with the white woman in the race and other for black people. You know what they told me? You can't start a record company. And I did. You got to have money like CBS or RCA, or you got to have money like Interscope and all these other people. I started my record company and sold records out of the trunk of my car with no money. I was doing DJ parties at Hollywood Skating Ring and parties at Attapata Junior High and Carroll City Senior High, and went and got my own little team disco to Pac Jam and started doing parties there and selling records, and the records got bigger and all that there, and the company got bigger. What? They told me I can't. That's why can't is not my vocabulary. And I teach all my kids, can't should not be in your vocabulary. Because if there's a will, it's a way. Put the work in, whatever you believe in, you do it. And that's what I'm on. Oh, you can't start a youth program. You got this park, you got the football field. It's never been a thing. You had to, in your neighborhood, you had to get bussed over there. Only thing they take care of is the baseball field. They got an old boxing gym, and all the kids from Overtown and all the kids from Liberty City, we got to go to Miami Beach to play organized football. And then you had to be off the beach at 6 o'clock. And if you ain't off the beach at 6 o'clock, they put you in jail. That's why LeBron James was going to South Beach. I'm like, oh my God, somebody needs to talk to him. Don't ever say that. We literally had to be off the beach at 6 o'clock. They came and got us from the neighborhood. They put a bus right behind my yard because they wanted me to go over there and play football and baseball. They made sure I got on that bus, and they was talking about, oh, it's integration. Integration for what and for who? They should have left our ass in our neighborhood schools. We went over there and got bad education. But we learned some things. Because one thing about us, black people, we're very smart people. You put us in a situation and environment, we're going to figure out what you're doing, how you doing it, and we're going to work the system. That's why when you go to the barbershop and the beauty salon, the boy come up in there, hey, I got this and I got this and I got that. Hookups. I got the hookup on knowledge by watching them, how they move and how they did what they did. But I said, if I ever get 2 cents of my lunch money, there would be no other kids driving in the South Beach, a place where they do not want you at, to play organized sports. So I started my youth program with Sam Johnson. I pulled out $100,000 and started Liberty City Optimism. We're still here right now today, 15 years later. Sam said, hey, look here, man, I want you to sponsor my baseball team. I said, no. I said, yeah, I'll sponsor your baseball team, but we got to start football. And that is how we started. Over 35 years later. Football players, good student athletes, good kids, good students, good ladies, the boys, the girls, and all that, productive people within the community around the world. We had a family, Liberty City family of all families. And I inspired others. Snoop Dogg called her, hey, look, man, look, I want to do what you're doing. I like what you're doing. Nelly and all the rest of them. Everybody wanted to have, hey, look here, I'm here to help. Because you need to be doing this in your community. I inspired them. And all the other people who wanted to have record companies in the South. They said, oh my God, we want to be like Luke Records. There was no record companies, hip hop companies in the South. There was nobody even bringing hip hop artists down here. I I got the idea for this guy, Tiny Head, South Miami DJs. He would bring Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. Now I said, oh man, we got to do that. And we start bringing down artists and things like that. We play at the National Guard Armory in Fort Lauderdale and had the parties at the Hollywood skate rings and all that. Come on now. That's being creative. He said, well, what's your connection with Broward County? Well, I fought in Broward County the most notorious sheriff in the history of Broward County who terrorized the Black community in Broward County, which is Nick Navarro. I'm the one who took on Nick Navarro. You're talking about fighting? Like, yo, we need a fighter right now in these times. Who? Are you looking around? The number one fighter is in this race. I took a couple L's with some crooked people who stole some catalog from me. I got a large piece of my catalog, but I took a couple L's, but I learned from that. But when it came to fighting the government, oh, you can't be saying this on the record. We're going to deem your record obscene. Okay, deem it obscene. Bruce Logo, let's go. In Broward County, on Broward Boulevard, overturned. Deemed obscene. Okay, you deem my record obscene? You know the type of Negro I am? Oh, you deem my record obscene? Oh, so Black people don't have the same right that white people have to say what they say on the record. So Andrew Dice Clay can say all that stuff he's saying on the record, but I can't. You know what I'm gonna do? Hey, Judge, I'm gonna go right down the street from your courthouse, and I'm gonna do a concert. This type of dude I am. I don't take no for no answer. I don't quit. Everybody talking about, oh, you gotta quit in this race. You gotta get out the race, Luke. You gotta go over here. You gotta go over here. Oh, a quitter? I ain't never been there. Never been there. My child would never walk around the streets of Broward County where I live at, and it'd be like, your daddy got out of a race because he's scared of Debbie. I ain't scared of this ugly motherfucker. I shouldn't have said that. They told me to be nice. I'm supposed to be nice, but I do get a little excited. Bag lady. I'm supposed to be scared. The guy who started hip hop in the South? Really? The guy who took on the Supreme Court for free speech? I'm the defender of the Constitution. I'm supposed to be scared all of a sudden. When I got to be scared? When I got to be scared? They said, well, somebody got to get out of the race. You got to make a decision. I'm like, who, me? Nigga, I ain't never scared. Like the song say, never scared. I'm going to get out of the race because I'm scared of all these people in the race. That, oh, you got to do it. No, y'all better get out of the race. I'm going to beat all y'all. All y'all stay in the race. So whoever concocted the ideal that the Black people going to divide in the white and white. So you're saying that white people ain't going to vote for me. How the hell white people ain't going to vote for me and Hispanic people ain't going to vote for me when they bought most of my records? What you talking about, Willis? So you really think white people who bought most of my records and who are fans of mine, just like Black people, are not going to vote for me? I went to go see a white lady in Wilt Manors in Broward County. Big time realtor. And I'm sitting up there talking to her, and I'm talking to her partner and all these things and these beautiful things. That lady said, I got to tell you, I grew up on you. Just like all the rest of y'all Black people, my mama whooped my ass. And she took the tape and threw it out the back window, and we went and got another tape. I was at the club shaking my ass, and I got into the booty shaking contest. I'm like, really? I said, but they told me you're going to vote for Debbie. They told me white people ain't going to vote for me. Well, I don't know about everybody else. I had this guy. You look at I got the Rick Ross fundraiser, and the Cubans is there. The Cubans. I said, hey, don't get no Cuban votes. Y'all don't like me. Oh, she's gonna get the 15% Cubans. She's gonna get the 20% white people, and I'm gonna get none of them because none of y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know what I'm on. Y'all don't what? You better. I can't make this up. This shit is so funny, man. People be talking to me like they don't really know me. People don't really know me. They need to do the research. I was only going to court, fighting for parity, putting parental advisory stickers on records. I was only going to fight for free speech. It was only because, and I said this on many shows, whether Phil Donahue or whoever you may call it, I was only getting attacked because white kids were buying my music. It was white kids. They was like, oh no, we got to stop this. We got to write a letter to our senator, Al Gore and Tipper Gore, and we got to stop this. My son Johnny is listening to this Too Loud Crew. They turned the shit up in the living room, and Mama was like, what the heck? Hey, we want some what? Y'all got to put a stop to him. Put him in jail. It was white people. I fuck with white people because that's what me. I go right now to Boca and do a concert in Boca and fill it up. And I've did it numerous occasions. So you don't think white people are sick and tired of being sick and tired? They sick and tired. Democratic white people ain't sick of you think they like these old Democratic politicians who got their rent out the roof, who got their health care out the roof, who got their VA money out the roof, who can't even sustain Medicare, Medicaid. Do you think these people happy? You really think these people happy? This ain't no white and black thing. This the a race to the end. Oh, you should be worried. Someone could see that she's getting ready to get all the white votes. So white people just feel real comfortable, who have always been represented by a black person that lives in this district. All of a sudden, they feel so bad that they're going to go and say, oh, fuck it, we got a white person, we're going to vote for her. No, she's a part of the establishment. She's part of the problem. Luther, you got to go run over there in 22, Luther. Why you don't tell her to run in 22? Luther, you got to go run up there in 23 against Lawrence Franco. Why you don't tell her to run in 20? You guys got to consolidate. You got a better chance of beating her head? No, I got a better chance of beating her ass with all of them in the race. All y'all stay in the race, and I'm going to whoop everybody because the people are tired. I'm running against career politicians. That lady ain't never had a real job in her life. How in the hell can she go to the black community or anybody community? She's always represented millionaires and billionaires in her district. Ain't never had a job in your life. You're going to say, oh, I know the pain of the people of the black community. Hell, really? Really? You know the pain of the black, you know how it feels not to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a spice sandwich for dinner. Do you really know that? Do you really know that? No, bag lady, you don't know that. That's very insulting to even say that. I'm gonna call up all these churches. I'm gonna say I need to talk to these churches, especially the ones she talked in, and pull this up. I know the pains of African American people, and I have friends in the community. What friends? What are friends? What are friends? If you got friends in the community when the community was crying out for assistance, did you ever give them any? Have you ever created any black millionaires within the community? Did you allow the areas to get gentrified and people to get pushed out of their houses? Did you ever help with any assistance? Did you take all your power and all your experience to do some of the great things in the district. No. Get on with this show. Where the hell is the street? Meanwhile, you got Sleepy Donald. This is what y'all sending me. This is who y'all sending me up to Washington to deal with. Sleepy Donald. Phyllis. I'm just saying. People got to vote. If you're sick and tired of it, they got to vote. They got to vote. And that's what I'm going to get. They're sitting there trying to figure out, oh, how you go? Because you're only dealing with the super voters. It's only going to be the super voters. It's going to be the people who are 60, 65 and 60 years old. You know what I did? I walked into a church yesterday because everybody, they tagged me as the hip-hop artist. You know, you're the hip-hop artist. You know, young people don't vote. When I say, you know what? In this election, young people are going to come out. But by the way, I am 65 years old. I'm sorry I look good. I'm one of them. They grew up with me. This is my generation. My generation is the seniors. Generation. I go walk up in the church and all the old ladies and say, hey, look, I remember you at strawberries. That's me. Oh, man. Hopewell Baptist Church. Hey, look, I was at strawberries. Oh, you. Hey, look, he's the grandma. Grandma. Y'all think I'm like some kind of ASAP Rocky? Thank you. Oh, he's only the rappers are gonna vote. You're a rapper, and the kids don't come out and vote. Hopefully, you'll galvanize the kids to come out and vote. I'm a senior. I'm a senior. 60. What y'all want to see my ID? What the hell? You want to see my? I just look like this, and the girl was like, I just look like this. I'm sorry, huh? Yeah, run around like I'm all in shape and everything. I'm a senior. I can't let y'all see my ID. Y'all might try to bootleg my ID. I'm one of them. Listen, I'm gonna confess on here. When that AARP card come to my house, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Get out of here. Because the 30-year-olds and the 35s and the 40s, those girls be looking at it, they be like, hey, daddy. I can't help it. I can't help it. My mama didn't raise no boo-boo day. When my daddy say, we ain't never had no funny looking niggas around here. We ain't got no women problems. I shouldn't. Hey, listen, man. I'm just saying. They literally sitting up there sleeping. They thinking that I'm only gonna get rappers out here, and that I'm 21. Like I'm worried about the 25-year-old rappers and all that. And the people who don't vote at 25, they thinking, oh, you got to go and get some new voters, Luke, because you might not have the numbers. I'm like, hold on. Those seniors that you are talking about, the super voters, they came up with me. They're my generation. When I started, my company was 20-some years old. They came up with me. They went through the pain and the agony and the defeats and everything that I went through. The people of South Florida, and it was just no Dade County. All my cases were in Broward County. I fought against Nick Navarro, and the shit started in Broward County. The people of Broward County, you know what they did? The people of Broward County, you know what they did? Them the ones who said, drop all the charges. They overturned all the verdicts. So what relationship I do have in Broward County? Broward County never failed me. Because they know where I was going. I was fighting then and fighting right now today. Thank you. Shouts out to all my 65-year-olds up in here. Man, we look good. If you had 65, at that time when you have 65-year-old babies, that's when the water was good coming through the system. Because all of us don't look our age. We look good. I'm sorry. Hey. I'm sorry, Black, don't crack. So that's what they're sleeping on. You'll get it. Senior voters. I went in that church last night. All them ladies was all happy and everything. Like, hey, you gonna come to my event, Mr. Campbell? Yeah, I'm gonna come to your event, girl. I remember you had Strawberries. I remember you had Luke's Miami Beach. I remember you did the parties. I used to go to all your parties at the National Armory in Fort Lauderdale. Oh yeah, I know, huh? Oh yeah, I used to go to your parties at Hollywood, and I used to come over there to the Pipe Jam and all that there, the skating ring and everything. And I came to all your shows and all that. And I know the things that you do, Mr. Campbell, for the kids. I know you've been fighting for them kids all your life. And I know you get on the highway and buses and vans, you take them to college camp because I've seen the stories on TV. And meanwhile, quite a few people who used to live in Dade now live in Broward because y'all let the people take Dade County. I'm just saying, so sleep on it as you want. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Luke Show. Donald Trump asleep. Here you go.
Of a job, an economy, a community, a family. And for too long.
What is wrong? The man ran the election talking about Sleepy Joe. He don't give a damn. Is that a distraction? Because y'all would talk, y'all ain't talking about them files in a long time. That man carefully got y'all ass off them files. He got y'all off them files. Y'all, y'all more worried about the man sleeping than the files. The man actually went to the basketball game. He has strategically figured out a way. He started wars. He put people in jail. He did all this wild stuff to distract you from them files. This man has figured out a strategic way of helping himself at the same time and getting y'all focused on him and his health and him sleeping. Y'all, he just go places and go to sleep. Hey, Donald, go to sleep. Go to sleep. We're going to put the camera on you. Go to sleep. And they're not going to be talking about nothing else but you sleeping. All they're going to be talking about is, why, Mr. President, why are you sleeping? And we're going to put you up there and do a couple of interviews using, oh, fuck this. I'm not doing no more of this interview. You tripping right now. Kamala, and I'm not voting for him. I'm just going to go sit this one out. Really? And that's what you got. Where's the stimulus check? All y'all who didn't vote, and all y'all who just made up in y'all mind that y'all wasn't voting for this lady, this is what y'all got. Y'all own this shit. Own it. Own it. Own your home. Own it. Own it.
Community, a family. And for too long.
Own it. Let me see if I can do it. Hey, when is he ever gonna be like snoring and shit? Shouldn't you be, when you in a deep sleep like that, shouldn't you be snoring? He ain't snored yet. And then you got this right here going on, Stephen A. Smith. He all upset. Come on, Stephen. Don't be hiding from me.
No business showing up in New York City. I am dead serious. It is selfish. It is narcissistic. It is ridiculous that he is coming to this game. I would say the same thing if it were Obama, George W., Clinton. I don't give a damn. We went back to Reagan. This is not a football stadium in some space in Texas where you got a whole bunch of outlays and all of this. This is the Garden. This is Midtown Manhattan. You have any idea what the congestion is going to be like in New York City here? I get off my radio show at 3 o'clock. I've been instructed that I got to go straight to the Garden for an 8:30 game because that's how bad traffic is going to be. And by the way, we talk about this, and I was on some conservative talk show this morning. I think the guy Sid Rosenberg, that I went off on him too. Because, I mean, it's gotten to the point where if this president passed gas, people are going to call it perfume. It's ridiculous. Certain things you're just wrong about. You're the president of the United States. That means whenever you show up, it's nothing but congestion. It's Secret Service, it's local PD, it's security is compromised, and all of this other stuff. You don't do that in New York City. New York City is congested as it is. You got watch parties out here. You already priced the fans out because of the exorbitant amount of prices the tickets are going to cost. You know about that, Jay. All right, so you got these bunch of kids that are out there with a watch party. Everybody is hyped. Everybody is excited. You got watch parties all over the city, from Central Park and everywhere in between. We got avenues shut off. We got streets shut off because the president is coming up. What happened to Mar-a-Lago? What happened to the White House? What happened to Westminster, whatever the hell it is in New Jersey? What happened to that? You got plenty of places to go. You're the president of the United States.
You got a point. I wanted to disagree, but I can't. You got a point. What people don't realize is the level of congestion that a president creates. You got snipers on the building. You got people all over the place. You got a security check everybody. You got to look at everybody, ticket people coming in, then everybody on the outside. You create mass hysteria so you can go in the building. You create mass hysteria so you can go in the building to do this. You create mass hysteria, Mr. President, so you can go to sleep. I'm going to go to Madison Square Garden. I'm going to have the Secret Service lock down the building, lock down the blocks, lock down all the streets, cause congestion, get the people unmotivated. The people sitting there, they trying to have a parties in the street. They enjoying the Knicks. Yeah, I got the basketball team. They all confused. You got this man that rolled up in there. Go to San Antonio, my friend. Go disrupt them. My homeboy Worldwide West is trying to prove Stephen A. Smith and everybody else wrong. Because I remember when Worldwide West took over the Knicks, they said he was a thug. And I got on social media, pull it up on my Twitter, and say, no, he's not a thug. He's going to turn the Knicks around, and he's going to get them in the championship. And that is what he's done. Shots out to Worldwide West. Y'all hear him on the song, all the rappers say, Worldwide West, he creating a worldwide mess. Everybody love him. Jay-Z love him. LeBron James love him. He put that whole team together. He put the whole Michael Jordan team together. Come on now. Worldwide West is the one running the Knicks. And just like you say, Trump, you're disturbing the peace. The Knicks ain't lost a game yet. The Knicks did not lose a playoff game. They swept everybody. They went out there last night and lost because of these cheating ass refs.
This officiating, not think that there's something super shady going on with this officiating for the San Antonio Spurs, because it is the third straight game where we've seen an unbelievable whistle for the Spurs and no whistle for the New York Knicks. It can't keep happening like this. It happened again in game 3, and this is really making me start to realize what is really going on in this game. First of all, both of these weren't called fouls. The Wemby's clear push on Jalen Brunson that should be a flagrant foul, and then Keldon Johnson's foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. Okay, those are both not called fouls. Whatever, I guess. Oh, what about this? Stephon Castle goes to run over Jalen Brunson. Elbow clearly comes out, and it's not upgraded to a flagrant foul. The Spurs love to do this. We saw they did it against OKC, too. They love to do this. Carter Bryant did this at Cat, too. So we're going to be able to run over a 6-foot guy, put your elbow out, but that's not going to be a flagrant one. Okay. No, but guys, this is a flagrant one because Jalen Brunson closed out. This is now a flagrant one. This is, as opposed to what Wemby did to Brunson earlier and what Stephon Castle did to Brunson on the rebound. But this is a flagrant foul, right? Okay, fine. He's closing out recklessly, whatever. You want to call that? Call that. Oh, but then this is certainly a reckless closeout. Jalen Brunson just got called for a flagrant. This is definitely a flagrant on Wemby, right? Josh Hart can't land. Oh, but it's called nothing. No call. Flagrant 2, flagrant 1 on Jalen Brunson. No call here on Wemby. Like, you have to make it make sense. I don't understand. The second half free throw margin was appalling. 24 free throws for the Spurs, 8 for the Knicks. 24-8. A 16 free throw advantage in the second half of the NBA Finals. Like, it's in the second half, not the full game. 16 in the second half. That just cannot happen. And this is what made me go crazy. There was a whole thing where Brunson threw the ball out of bounds and they tried to inbound the ball. The Spurs were going to challenge this play. They wanted to bring a sub in. The Knicks inbound the ball, but then it stopped. Then they stopped the clock. They stopped the game. The Knicks inbounded the ball. Why are you stopping it? Nothing has happened. They didn't challenge, but the refs are coming in to stop the play. Like, this makes no sense to me. Like, this makes no sense. How is this okay? When you're just thinking about the culmination of everything and something like this happens, you cannot think there's something not further going on.
Hey, look, man, let me tell you. I saw the first game when they tried to let San Antonio back in the game. There was some freaky fouls. The NBA with the referees, they do it every time. It's made for TV, people. They know who they want to sell the league. The Knicks are not sexy to them. The Knicks just bring the New York and the cachet. Jalen Brunson is a superstar, is a Hall of Famer. They don't want to make the league about Jalen Brunson. They want it about Wemby. So they'll do anything and everything to get San Antonio to win the game. They'll put them back in the game when they're getting blowed out. They'll do any and everything to get these people back in the game. It is what it is. They want Wemby to win. If they can take OKC and move them in the East, they would, because they're looking at these two teams as the future of the league. LeBron and all them gone, they old. Steph Curry is old. The future of this league to them is Wemby and SJE. That's who it is. But unfortunately, they are in the West. So they need Wemby to win. So they're gonna fix the games, in my opinion. That is what they do. They want this big old unicorn to go up in there and they're gonna fix the games. NBA has always been like this. Are you surprised? Why are you surprised? But what am I surprised about is the fact that you shoot a young man in the back. I'm feeling like the whole Trayvon Martin mess all over again. You shoot a young man in the back for some water, and the guy who shot him in the back gets off? Really?
Of water, and the man who shot him was later found not guilty. The case involved Cyrus Belton, who was killed after an encounter outside a store in South Carolina. Rick Chow claimed that Cyrus had stolen water from the business and then pulled a firearm during a confrontation. However, prosecutors argued that surveillance footage told a different story. According to investigators, the video showed that Cyrus never stole anything from the store. Authorities also stated that while the teenager did have a firearm, it had fallen away from him before the shooting occurred. Prosecutors argued that Cyrus was shot multiple times in the back and was nowhere near the weapon when the shots were fired. Despite those arguments, a jury ultimately found Chow not guilty. The verdict has sparked outrage online, with many people questioning how the case ended in an acquittal despite the evidence presented in court. Others believe the jury made the correct decision based on the facts they were shown.
The jury made the right decision based on the facts that they were shown. Wasn't it in the cowboy movies where you get shot in the back? It's like a coward act. Isn't it in life that you shoot somebody in the back, that's a coward? How do you shoot somebody in the back? How do you shoot somebody? I don't care what happens. I don't care what you got going on. You shoot somebody in the back. So one kid gets shot and murdered for some Skittles. Another one gets shot in the back. Oh, you got a gun. Well, everybody got a gun. Everybody got a gun. Y'all say it's the right to carry. So, again, a right to carry for who? Not us. A right to carry. Florida, you have the right to bear arms. Oh, is it only for white people or not black people? He had a right to have his gun on him. He never pulled his gun and shot him, and his gun went over there and over there. He never pulled his gun. How do you shoot? What these idiots on this jury? Automatic. You're supposed to go to jail. Look, this is automatic. You shot the boy in the back while he was running. So a bottle of water to get the, come on, man. And everybody, oh, why you always make it about race? You think for 1 minute, little Johnny is going to go into any convenience store and he's going to come out with a bullet in his back multiple times. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, one wasn't enough from a kid that was running? And all the Asian people all up in arms because black people say, oh, we're not supporting no Asian nothing. Make it make sense. And I look at all these kids. I look at these kids as my kid, as your kid. Our kids are not. Our kids don't have the same thing. They don't have the same opportunities. They don't have the same safety. They don't have the same protection as white kids. That's why it appalls me when a white lady running in a black district goes up in the church and say, I'm a friend of the community. I know what the community wants and I know what they go through. No, lady, you don't know my black son who lives here in Broward County. I got to worry about, I'm scared to death to buy him a car because I don't know if the police going to shoot him. I'd rather get my ass up and be Uber myself because the laws don't apply to my black child the same as they apply to yours. You pull up to the car for my black child, you already get out the car, get on the floor, get on the ground, lay on the back, doing all this here. You doing that to the white kids? You gonna be like, hey guys, where are you going? Even the black police gonna do the same thing. Hey guys, where are you going? Y'all just came from a party? Yes, Mr. Police. Black kids, oh, what y'all doing? Who car this is? Who own this car? Why y'all got the car like this? Where y'all going at? Y'all look like y'all up to no good. The white police is doing that. Now, I ain't saying all police are bad. There are some good police. I got some good police friends, but a lot of them on them steroids, they're already profiled. That's why I thank God for the body cam. Anytime your child gets stopped, do a public records request for the body cam. Oh, I'm going to go represent the black people because I know your pain. Really? Really? Y'all take a look at this. Let's talk about this.
And the man who shot him was later found not guilty. The case.
Again, I want y'all to see it again. Shot him, found not guilty. What the hell kind of jury that was? And they say it was black people on the jury. I don't understand that. How do you do that? Y'all saw the Michael Jackson movie. They probably clipped this out. YouTube probably clipped this piece out, but I thought this was something I want y'all to look at. I love the Michael Jackson movie. One thing I am not doing is, hey, look, I do business with the good folks at Netflix, but I'm not going to be sitting there looking at no Michael Jackson, tear down Michael Jackson movie. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to remember Michael Jackson as I remembered him in the previous movie with Jermaine's son. Shouts out to them. Y'all, the people, the Rotten Tomatoes told y'all the movie was rotten and don't go look at it, and y'all showed their ass. That's what this is all about. These are the times that we are in right now where people tell you, oh, the movie sucks. Oh, Luke, you can't. If all black people are in the race, there's nowhere in the world you're going to beat the white woman, because the white woman is going to get all the white votes and they're going to get all the Hispanic votes. And she's going to only need a small percentage of black people, and you're going to wash everybody out. How about them washing them out? How about y'all have the white woman and all the career politicians? Let's do this. All the career politicians get together and say, hey, Luther, I'm saying, Luther is going to get all the people who sick and tired of being sick and tired, and people who mad at all the establishment, mad at all y'all career politicians, mad at y'all people who run for races. Y'all need to get together. Put the white woman in there with all the black candidates and say, y'all better have her. Some of y'all better get out of the race, because Luther is going to get all the black people who sick and tired of being sick and tired of. That's what they need to do. They need to have a meeting on that, because I have people who got a voter registration card who ain't never who say damn this, they sick and tired of it. I have a whole group of people who didn't vote and who didn't vote in the last election, don't traditionally vote unless it's a presidential election. They gonna vote. Then I got some young people gonna vote. They coming out the woodworks. Boy, we're gonna send a message to the entire country. This man got presidential numbers in a non-presidential race. He blew them people out. They better go have a conversation themselves. All you people who talk about, oh, the black people need to have a conversation together, and the black people need to talk, got me in these crazy ass meetings with these people, and all y'all who have it, 4 black people gonna split the vote amongst the black people. But how about this? All y'all career politicians, y'all need to go have a meeting. I don't know how we gonna beat Luke, because Luke ain't no career politician. He's an outsider. People love him. He done all the work in the community. Everything y'all trying to do, he been did that. All the millionaires that he created. Y'all better decide which one of y'all gonna run against Luther. That's what you better come up with. That's what they need to be meeting about. Which one of y'all is capable of running against Luther? But meanwhile, Michael Jackson.
Than what you know now.
Well, I've done differently. Let me see.
If you knew what you knew now.
Yeah, I know. Practice more.
Practice more?
I practiced a lot.
You practiced a hell of a lot. But you're going to practice more? Oh my God. Okay. What is your greatest lesson learned?
Not to trust everybody. Not to trust everybody in the industry. There's a lot of sharks. And record companies steal, they cheat. You have to audit them. And it's time for artists to take a stand against them. Because they totally take advantage of them. Totally. They forget that it's the artists who make the company, not the company who make the artists. Without the talent, the company would be nothing but just hardware. I mean, just, you know. And it takes that real good talent that the public wants to see.
What are some of your favorite albums?
My favorite albums would be Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite, Claude Debussy's Greatest Hits, which is, you know, Clair de Lune and Arabesque, and Afternoon of a Faun. I love Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, James Brown Live at the Apollo, Sound of Music. I love Rodgers and Hammerstein. I love the great show tune writers very much. And I love Holland Dozier Holland from Motown. They were geniuses. There's so many great writers, so many great ones.
And any other great albums, like contemporary albums?
Great albums. It's hard because albums today, they have 1 or 2 good songs and the rest stink, you know.
Or older stuff. I mean, it could be like Marvin Gaye.
Like, yeah.
Or Sly.
Sly and the Family Stone, I like everything they do.
That's the first part of Michael Jackson. Exclusive interview with my good friend Brett Ratner. Shouts out to Brett Ratner. I know Brett for a very, very long time. That's a great interview you did, Brett. But people want to paint Michael Jackson as some kind of whatever they want to do. He's not that. Michael Jackson is a good dude. I had opportunity of meeting him one time. Every one of these people who y'all want to know about, 99% of them, well, 90% of them, I met them. I could tell you what kind of pill they on. And then there's a lot of them that I won't say anything. If I won't say nothing at all, then yeah. But most of these people are good people. They live a simple and practical life just like you all. They reach high heights and all these things like this. Some people put them on a pedestal and they glorify them like, whatever. But they're regular people. They care about people. They care about the community. These people do more philanthropical things that you could ever imagine. They take their platform to help out on a consistent basis. People get accused of all kind of crazy things and all that because they're upset. That's why we have to be very protective of ourselves. You think we have a good life? A large part of our life, we have to. You think it's okay that we can go skip the line? Oh, you can go get a table at the restaurant. You know what that table comes with at the restaurant? It comes with taking pictures with everybody in the restaurant, disturbing your date and everything like that. But we know when we leave out the house that those things we're subjected to. And we have to tell our little girlfriend that we're dating, our lady friend that we're dating, hey, look, these are the things going to happen. And then sometimes they say, look, this is a little too much for me. I'm taken back. And so the lady friend that we like and think we can have a future with, she can't take it because she wants a regular, practical, simple life. We can't provide that as entertainers. Then we have to protect ourselves. Like Michael Jackson just said, the record companies lie and they steal. I had people working for me and my record company, and I thought I was being smart. They lied and they stole. The worst thing I did was change my accountant from Dow Sharpton to another accountant, from the black accountant. And when I let the new executive, the CEO come in and he brought his own accountant in, he stole money. He stole money. They got me a different way. But I was able to rebound. I was able to rebound from it. I was able to reorganize. And after I reorganized, that is when I discovered Pitbull. And through my reorganization process, I discovered Trick Daddy. And I made the record Scarred. That's why the record is angry, scarred. Because I was mad that people who turned their back on and people who stole from me. I was like, how dare you tell me I can't make another record? Huh? And every artist that turned their back on me never sold one record after that. And that includes 2 Live Crew and H-Town, which I love them to death right now. But they left and went with the devil. But I never fought those guys. And I ain't never talked about this until right now, because this time presents itself. Never talked about it. They left when they were stealing with the thief, in my opinion. And the thief who they left with ruined their career, drove them into bankruptcy, took the name of 2 Live Crew from them. You think you're going to go with a thief who's stealing from one and he ain't going to steal from you? And so these are the things that happen. So when Michael Jackson in this interview talk about the record companies, the thieves and all that. So remember, when you looked at the movie and the individuals who sat in the room, when he sat in the room, the record executives who went and told his daddy what this and that and all that there, they're planning a robbery all the time, in my opinion. But you got to be able to bounce back. And so when you're brilliant and you're creative, now everybody ain't equipped to that. Once they steal from you, you got to be able to forget that and just keep it moving. So when they stole from me, with some of these albums up here, large part of that street thing came into me and said, man, go do something to these people. I said, no, I'm going to let them live within eternal hell, that they know they stole something. They know they're profiting off stolen music. And I'm going to go make some more music. I'm going to go, I'll show the world. I can give you some shit and be more creative. That's why when people tell me I can't do something, and when they think they could crush me, that's why when I look at this election, you tell me I can't beat these people, I can't trust the people. Hey, if God said, Luke, it ain't time, it won't be for a lack of trying. You can guarantee that. So they say, oh, you're not going to be able to bounce back. Oh, they stole some of your catalog, and all that. Who came after them? I ain't never stopped. Because when God gives you a gift, whether it's athletic ability, smarts with your brain, creativity, being a creator online or whatever, when God gives you that gift, you expand on that gift. And that is the things that I told the trick daddies and the pit bulls of the world when they were out in the streets doing the wrong thing. The Angie Griffins and the LaJuan Loves and the JT Moneys and the Poison Clans and the societies. I ain't had nothing but hits after hits after hits. I decided to stop doing the music business. We sell catalog right now. I have friends call me up right now and ask me their opinion of certain artists that you listen to right now. And they're like, they argue me down and say, no, it's him. No, it's not him, it's her. It's not him, it's her. I'm like, no, it's her. She's the one, because God gave me the ability to know talent when I see it on that football field, in the music industry, and life. I know great talent. That's why when I look at this district that I'm running in, it is primed up, ready to go. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining me today. I got a lot of people upset with me because I wasn't doing the podcast, and I got to get back on schedule because I'm running for Congress. And everybody, hey, look, go support my campaign. Go to my website, www.luthercampbellforcongress.com. $5 is good. Whatever you get for $5, $1, whatever it is, make a campaign donation to the campaign. If you live overseas, all over the world, you foreign person, you can't get no money. But I'm running against a monster. This lady has $3 million in campaign funds and another $15 million in PACs. They're going to come after me with everything that law allows because I am the distractor. I am the aggravator. I'm the one that's getting ready to change how politics is done in Washington, D.C. I am the guy who's going to fight for the people, bring the resources back, and I ain't going up there bullshitting. I ain't selling no pipe dreams. You hold me accountable for the things that I said, and you hold me accountable for the things I don't do. I want all that smoke. And I can guarantee you, just like anything and everything else I've ever done, when I touch it, it turns to gold because I know talent. I love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. I'm supporting the Knicks because my man Worldwide West is over there. Again, go to my website, www.luthercampbellforcongress.com. Get ready for the war. They're going to say everything in the world about me. When I go do that paperwork tomorrow, it's going to come out. They're going to go crazy. We got to talk bad about him. I'm going to say, spell my name right. Spell my name right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good time. Good night. I'm going to go over here to the cigar bar. Anytime y'all want to go to a good cigar bar here in Miami, go to Aficionados. Aficionados is in Pines. Great place, great atmosphere, great music, great drinks, and all these different things. And if you want a late night party at another cigar bar, smoke on the water, you go over these places, man. I just hang out at a cigar bar. I don't smoke no cigar. I don't drink no liquor. I just be chilling, but I'm outside all the time. So Till the next time, ladies and gentlemen. Again, podcast brought to you by Luke Records. Go to lukerecords.com, record with no S, and get all your Luke Record merchandise. All right. I'll holler at you. Peace. I love you. In the words of Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours.
Is it Leo? Is it Scorpio? Is it Cancer? Is it Gemini?